like I said, I'm really happy for her, and hopefully I can recruit her to Fever somehow, some way, one day. Who knows? I'm gonna try to figure that out. I don't know.
Caitlin Clark's latest interview is causing a stir online, with her bold insights and candid reflections on her basketball journey. She opens up about her offseason, focusing on refining her skills and getting stronger in the weight room, saying, "This is the first time I've really had the chance to work on my game and craft." Clark's words offer a rare look into the mindset of one of the brightest stars in basketball, showcasing her humility and relentless drive as she prepares for an even stronger second year in the WNBA. Her story, from humble beginnings to stardom, continues to inspire fans everywhere.
Overwhelming me with new things that we can work on,
Yeah.
but just adding little things and refining certain things that, can help me be much more successful in year two. And then also just trying to get stronger and be in the weight room a lot. So it's been fun. I feel like this is the first time I've really had a chance to really work on my game and work on my craft and be really focused on it.
Clark's rise to prominence has been nothing short of extraordinary, but in her interview, she was quick to acknowledge her roots. She fondly reminisced about the days when playing in front of a small crowd felt like the pinnacle of her career. "Back then, I was just excited to have anyone come watch me play," she shared. "I'd see familiar faces in the stands, family, friends, and a few locals. That support meant the world to me, even when the crowd wasn't very big."
Honestly, I think going into my second year, I was just so excited to finally get to play in front of people. I remember asking, it was the exhibition game. And I remember going up to Coach Fitz, I'm like, "How many people do you think are going to be here?" I kept asking, I was so giddy. I'm finding out how many people were going to come, what the crowd was going to be like. I remember being so excited to finally play in front of our fans and the people that have supported, the program far before I got there. So I just remember being super giddy about that. And I remember at that time we had put down the curtains. We were playing in technically they kind of make it feel like a smaller venue in a way. So the curtains would be down. And we didn't do that my last 2 years. So even that feels completely different, and they still don't do that this year for the girls either. So I remember just being so excited. I think there was probably 4,000, 3,000 people there maybe if I had to guess, but I was so excited to play in front of.
Fast forward to today, and Clark's games are must-watch events, drawing thousands of fans to arenas and millions more tuning in from around the world. The stark contrast between then and now highlights not only her incredible growth as a player, but also the profound impact she's had on the sport.
Looking back and watching those games from my freshman year, honestly, I don't remember a lot of them. One of the only ones I really remember was probably the Iowa State one at home, where we came back from, I think, down 18 points. But we're playing in front of nobody. There wasn't anything super memorable about that year. You're playing in front of cardboard cutouts and then just your family members. So that was kind of a blur. And at some points, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, I feel like it gave me a year to kind of get my feet wet in college basketball.
Despite her success, Clark remains deeply grounded. In the interview, she expressed immense gratitude for the opportunities she's had and the people who supported her along the way. "I wouldn't be here without my coaches, teammates, and fans," she said. "Every step of the journey has been a team effort, and I never forget that." Clark's humility is evident in her interactions with fans, her respect for the game, and her recognition of those who paved the way for her success. Her grounded perspective has not only made her a fan favorite, but also a role model for aspiring athletes.
Could you imagine the Caitlin Clark we're going to see this year? She's going to be just ruthless on a whole other level. Her shot is probably going to be that much sharper. Her vision on the court is going to be that much better. And I'm telling you right now, I see MVP loading.
Clark's path to stardom wasn't easy. In the interview, she opened up about the long hours of practice, sacrifices, and challenges she faced. It wasn't always glamorous, she admitted, sharing how early mornings, late nights, and moments of doubt were part of the journey. "But every time I stepped onto the court, I remembered why I loved the game, and that kept me going." Her work ethic and determination have been key to her success, pushing herself to set new standards in shooting, court vision, and leadership. Clark's dedication shines through in every aspect of her play.
Thankful to have played at a place that loves women's basketball in the way that it does, and has really helped me flourish. And it'll be exciting for me to go back and be inside Carver. I haven't been there since I played my last game, so it'll be really special.
As a trailblazer in women's basketball, Clark's impact goes far beyond her on-court performances. She's become a symbol of what's possible for young athletes, especially girls who dream of playing at the highest level. Her ability to draw massive audiences and bring excitement to the game has helped elevate women's basketball to new heights.
Successful in year two, and then also just trying to get stronger and be in the weight room a lot. So it's been fun. I feel like this is the first time I've really had a chance to really work on my game and work on my craft and be really focused on it. And Obviously, that was hard. In college, even going into my senior year was really the last time I could work on things and add things. But at the same time, like, we had our foreign trips, so we were practicing, and like it was almost felt like the regular season at some points with how many practices we were allowed. And then we're gone in all of August too, traveling overseas. So like I feel like this is really my first time in quite some time where I can really like focus and be in the gym by myself and with.
Looking ahead, Clark expressed excitement for the future as she prepares for the next stage of her career. Her focus remains on improving her game and contributing to her team's success. The interview also hinted at a broader vision for her career, beyond personal achievements. Clark emphasized the importance of growing the game and using her platform to make a positive impact. Her passion for the sport and commitment to its growth highlight why she's not just a player, but a true ambassador for basketball.
That's what Caitlin Clark has done. Caitlin Clark has changed the industry. She is bigger than the WNBA.
Caitlin Clark, one of the most beloved figures in basketball, is no stranger to the spotlight. Known for her electrifying performances and game-changing impact, she has captured the hearts of fans not just in Iowa, but across the nation. As she approaches one of the most emotional moments of her career, the announcement of her jersey retirement, Clark is reflecting on the unwavering support of her fans and the deep connection she shares with the Iowa community.
I think I always try to remind myself, like, look in the mirror first, evaluate what you can do to get better. And how you can help your team, because like every team I've been on, like I'm the person they're going to look to as a point guard, as a leader. That's what's going to be most important. But also I try to convey my thoughts to the media the best I can to help them understand the game and understand what I'm going through and what I'm thinking, and try to give thoughtful, authentic answers too to help them. And I think that's been a great part of helping our game grow too, is the articles that people can write or the stories that people can tell or how they can convey the game to people that are reading their article or listening to their podcast. I think that's really helpful too, hearing it from a player's perspective.
Caitlin Clark is about to reach a milestone that most athletes can only dream of, the retirement of her jersey. This rare honor, especially for someone so young, reflects the lasting impact she has had on Iowa and the sport as a whole. As the day approaches, Clark is embracing it with a blend of excitement, gratitude, and reflection. This occasion represents more than just a personal achievement. It's a recognition of the hard work, challenges, and remarkable journey that have defined her career.
It's like a goal where you show up to campus and you're like, I want to have my jersey retired one day. Like nobody does that. Nobody thinks that way. Like you just give your all for the program and the university. And, there's been a lot of really good players to come through our program and have, would have been National Player of the Year, Big Ten players, whatever it is. And I think we only have 2 with their jersey retired right now. Mm-hmm.
Though she's known for her steely focus and calm demeanor on the court, Clark hinted that next week's ceremony might bring out a side of her fans rarely see. "I'm not usually an emotional person," she said with a laugh. "It'll be interesting to see how she holds it all together during the ceremony. But one thing's certain, seeing her jersey retired will be a massive accolade, cementing her legacy as one of the greatest college women's basketball players of all time."
Start with the positives, the motion, the popularity, the things that we know. Caitlin Clark's jersey getting retired by Iowa on February 2nd against USC. Really cool, right? Like a cool moment. Best player in school history, maybe best player in college history, regardless. Amazing historic thing.
Really feel all the emotions until I'm going to be inside of Carver and really see it and experience that with my family. And I'm not usually a very emotional person, but I feel like this will probably make me a little more emotional. And usually like when we've had certain things inside of Carver, I've been competing or playing shortly before like something like that has happened, whether it's been a senior night or something like that. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to kind of evoke emotion after you just competed for 40 minutes. But now that I'm not actually going to be playing, I feel like I'll probably be a little more emotional, even though I'm not a super emotional.
Clark is gearing up for an unforgettable day surrounded by family, teammates, and fans. As she reflects on the journey and legacy she's leaving behind, it's clear the ceremony is more than just about a jersey. It's a celebration of the bond between player and community. For Clark, it's a chance to thank those who supported her every step of the way.
Seeing the basketball player Kate Martin is now in 3-on-3, I think.
Yeah. 100%. And it's obviously the 3-on-3 game is a lot different than the 5-on-5 game and the style that they're playing on a full court. Usually 3-on-3 is played on a half court. And with the fast-paced shot clock, I think it reminds me of how I'm really happy for her. And, hopefully I can recruit her to Fever somehow, some way one day. Who knows? I'm going to try to figure that out. I don't know. But it's my goal at some point in my career to team up with Kate again.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it happens. People don't get too excited.
Known for her competitive spirit, one of her most admirable qualities is the unwavering support she shows for those closest to her. as steam when she watched her best friend and former teammate, Kate Martin, excel in the Unrivaled League.